beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we're here today to talk about the JBP, and as you know, we normally get a few under our belt, and this time we only have a Patreon and a JBP rewind that came out today. And mostly I want to talk about the pod with Tyrese Gibson, who I cannot stand. You guys, I don't like to see him, discuss him, hear him, anything, because I feel like Tyrese really does have mental issues, and I don't think there's anything really entertaining about it. So he doesn't do anything for me. But he was on the pod because we know, let's give a little bit of backstory. Tyrese did the verses with Tank. Don't like Tank either. Tank had some not so great stuff to say about chocolate women, and as we know, I am chocolate, so Tank can fuck off. But yeah, so Tank and Tyrese did a verses. You know, of course, the Joe Budden pod always talk about verses as if they're being paid, and who knows, maybe they are, but they talk about that shit all the time. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, so they did this verses. They feel like, what's his name, Tyrese went up there completely and totally unprepared. So when they discussed it, Tyrese had an issue with it. He came back, said some stuff to Joe, and I just knew he wanted to come up there because he said it. He's like, yeah, don't talk to me. No, don't talk at me or about me, Joe. Talk to me. Let me come up there. And for some reason, everybody wants to go up there now. And I can remember when Joe prided himself on not having a bunch of interviews, and now that's literally all he has, and it's so fucking annoying. Word of the day apparently is annoying. But so we have Tyrese come up there. What I loved, so we're not even here to talk about Tyrese, we're here to big up Emanny. Now y'all know Emanny get on my nerves. I seem to not like a lot of people. Emanny drives me crazy because he talks too much, he's fake deep, and he's very sensitive. It drives me nuts. But listen, he stood on his shit with Tyrese, and I don't think it was an act or put on or anything. Tyrese was like, oh, make sure he's there, and Emanny sat down and was like, listen, I feel like you went up there playing. He stood on his shit. He was not being punked, because Tyrese likes to sit up there and act like he is the man about town. Like, he's so arrogant, like he's all that, and it's like, dude, you're actually not. You're not. People look at you and see the crying meme. What more do you want from me? Like, you are a laughing stock. You really are. And then the more he talked, the more he's mental. To me, I feel like he's stuck in between reality and his movies, because he was talking about how Tank had all these people come up for him, and he's like, yeah, I only had one person come out. Chingy came out, and he came out rapping. And I don't know, why did he keep saying Chingy came out rapping? It's like, motherfucker, he's a rapper, and if you knew he was coming out, you planned for him to come out and rap. Is that right? Like, I don't understand his point. But yeah, so he's like, yeah, I wanted to have Vin Diesel, and like, he just started naming all these people that were in movies with him, and it's like, dumbass, it's a versus and it's music. You are not in the movie. And this man gonna say he didn't know it was gonna be so many people, and Jody just got on his bike and went to the liquor store. He ain't know he was about to be jumped. Now, you could think that's cute, but I didn't, because I really do feel like he is stuck. He's stuck. He really thinks he's Jody and whoever he is in Fast and Furious or whatever. This man is, quite frankly, a little retarded. I know we can't say that word. We can't say that word. But I'm not monetized, so listen, fuck it, we ball. But yeah, I just wanted to come and show Emanny so much appreciation, because if I can ridicule you, I can give you flowers and I can big you up, because he stood on his shit. And when Tank was there, I'm not Tank, Tyrese is there, and he's like, well, who are you? And Emanny let him know, well, Mark let him know that he's Grammy nominated and all that. And he's like, listen, I'm a singer and I love R&B. And like, he just let him know he did not back down, to the point where Tank, God, why do I keep calling him Tank? Tyrese just had to say, listen, then I apologize. If I let you down and disappointed you, as a fellow R&B colleague, even though he was still trying to be funny, I apologize. And I appreciated that. The whole thing, it was a little entertaining, but again, Tyrese sounds like he's delusional. And to me, that's not altogether funny. I know a lot of people in the comments thought he was just like pod gold, but he sounded a little crazy to me, especially when he was talking about how he had no idea that they were going up there to go at each other's throats, and he didn't know. And then he turned around and said that he had a phone call from one of the backup singers that said, listen, let me just let you know, I don't know what you have planned, but Tank is revving up to kill you when y'all go up there. Like, he means business. So everybody's point was like, dude, if you had a warning, then why are you saying you had no warning? And he never answered that question. So I was really, really excited for him to leave. I really was. Then we get back to, Mona Scott came up there too. Not a huge deal. She did. And I like Mona, so that's cool. But yeah, so we have, once he leaves, then we get the gang back, and it's always great once the person leaves. Like, it's always so much better. But he leaves, and Ish once again tells them that Flip and Joe doing all that laughing and shit makes for a difficult pod, because they won't, it interrupts the flow. And, they were giving pushback, but no, I agree. And everybody else there agreed as well. And they were saying how, the girl Jade was like, what am I missing? What am I missing? And she did. She kept saying, okay, you guys have a lot of inside jokes, I see. And, like, it does. And they giggle like little bitches. Like, all that laughing or whatever, giggling is just not manly. Oh, and let's talk about the laughing and Mark and the giggling. It's ridiculous at this point. Him, like, it's uncontrollable, and he's like and closing his eyes and falling over, and the shit is just it's overkill, and somebody needs to tell him to calm down. Like, dude, you're doing a lot. Just like Ish in that picture with his legs wide up, like he was really, really laughing. They do too much. Like, I don't mind a regular laugh. Emanny has a regular laugh. I noticed that on this past Patreon. But yeah, the other ones giggling like little bitches. We don't like that. But we have the JBP rewind. Let's talk about that real quick, and the fact that it was Mark and Flip, and it was just like, okay, that's an interesting pair. But they went on there, they played nice. Of course, they talked about the incident that they had, the whole sucker thing and getting up, and they said that it wasn't planned. Mark did say that he winked his eye because he was trying to get Flip to understand that he was kind of in acting mode, but then he saw that Flip was not trying to go there. Like, Flip was mad for real. So we do know now for sure that Mark just be putting on, and I don't know that I really like that. I would like for some of my reality to be reality. Shit, if y'all gonna be in the reality world and y'all want to do like some reality TV or internet type shit, then let it be real. And especially don't let us know that you putting on. But the rewind was fine. For some reason, at one point in every single rewind, they end up asking the same question twice, just reworded. And it irritates the shit out of me. I just feel like rewind could be better if they asked better questions and like did a little more. I just feel like they focus on one thing. So this was totally focused on Mark and Flip kind of not liking each other. And of course they're up there, oh, I love him. I still don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't think they really love each other. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. We did have a Sasha and Emanny rewind that I totally skipped through, because why the fuck would Sasha have a rewind? Why? We don't want her there. We definitely don't want to rewind and see her again. Absolutely not. I'm not watching that shit. So yeah, didn't watch that and won't watch that. But yeah, that was it. I just wanted to give Emanny his props and kudos, because I feel like Joe would have never had any of that, even though Joe be putting on. Joe and Tyrese let it be known. Yeah, I talked to Joe. We're fine. So anything that he's doing up here is potty. But I also feel like Joe wouldn't have kept any of that energy had Emanny come in there and just bitched up real quick. Like, Joe needs somebody to kind of have his back. So he saw that Emanny was going to stand on it, so he stood on it for a little while. And he was giving Tyrese a hard time. But, you know, Joe normally come in and bitch up real quick. He just be like, oh, I was just kidding. Oh, we're cool. But, yeah, so shout out to Emanny. Emanny, real man shit right there. And we know that he is. He has anger management problems, so don't play with him. Like Ish said, yeah, at one point I saw that, you know, he was about to go there, and I'm thinking to myself, Emanny, don't go there, calm down. Because we know it don't take a lot for Emanny to flip. And at one point when he said, Tyrese, man, don't, and I was like, oh, he is about to fucking let loose. He didn't, though. He handled it quite well. I am very, very proud of him. And yeah, it was a good episode, especially after Tyrese left. So, all right, I will see you guys in the next video. If you have not already, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. Like the video, you guys. It does wonders for the algorithms, the analytics, all of that, just all of that. And talk to me in the comments. I do speak back to you guys, so let's talk about some things. Tell me what you thought about it. Did you think Emanny did a good job, or do you think that Tyrese let him have it? Because it was split in the comments. I will say that the comments was like, yeah, Emanny let him have it, and some of the people though were like, nah, Tyrese punked him. I don't see how, but you know, especially if you don't like Emanny, some people just can't, you know, tell the truth. If you don't like somebody, then they just can't do any right. And I think maybe that's why people don't think Emanny did well. But all right, I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.